watching SKST Radio.
Well. Welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you're talking small business network, artist development, artist network. We got it all here, right here at SKST Radio. And I have a new friend. He goes by the name of Ray. Ray, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being so patient. Look at you, just so. First of all, you got to have my back. So just so you know, when I see you at conference, I need you to know that you got to have my back. Okay.
For sure.
So I got your back. So you got to have my back.
All right.
All right. Okay. So tell people who you are and what you do.
Ray Pearson. I'm a Puerto Rican hip hop / Latin hip hop artist, originally from the Bronx, New York. And I'm part of the Fleet DJs, New York Fleet DJs, Latino Fleet.
There you go. And man, you are doing it. You got like a cool song that you just did not too long ago, and I'm very excited about that. But first of all, how did you get into the entertainment business?
It already started at 12 years old. My older brother, he was a rapper. So when I started, it was kind of like a dark spoof type of situation. And so I heard Big Pun and Eminem, and then from there it was like, oh wow, I didn't know you could be this good. And I just started taking my craft seriously, and then I recorded my first song at 13 years old, and here I am today, still doing my thing.
Wow, 13. Oh my gosh. What goes through a 13-year-old's head when they're recording music?
I was just in an underground state of mind. That from there I was sneaking into open mics like an hour before security got there, just to avoid security because I was underage, but I looked older, and so it all worked itself out.
Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, you done some cool things. What do your family think of all this?
They support me. They're big supporters of what I do. I haven't came across a family member that didn't support what I do, but they're some of my biggest supporters.
Oh, wow. So now do people look at you a little different, now that you're recording artists and you're doing all this and you're doing that, you're doing what you said you was going to do? Do people feel like, wow, he's getting there?
Yeah, I mean, my family knows. They like, I remember used to come over to Wella's house. You used to sit in the corner of the couch, with your CD player and your headphones and your notebook writing. And I look at it now and it's like, man, I was really dedicated.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, like they remember them times, and it's cool that they remember them times.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So let's go back to we're still talking about your younger years, right? So did you when you first started doing music and stuff, how did you start? What if a person wanted to get started, what do they need to do to get started? How did you start?
Wow. It was different when I was 13. I was getting the instrumental CDs. I had the regular boombox. The boombox was given to me from my grandfather, and then I got the little radios with the built-in microphone, and so I placed them next to each other, and I got the cassette tape, so I was recording demos like crazy. So that was my starter kit. So by the time I actually stepped into an actual recording studio, and not my very first song at 13, because my cousin DJ Heck Tech recorded my first song, but even still at that point, I was at ease as far as recording, because I built myself off the cassette tape, and so I was, in my mind, it was straight through.
Okay.
There's no punching in. There's no all right next vocal. No, it was straight through verse, chorus. So by the time I started recording, it was just like I had already
You had to master
mastered
pretty
it.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So now you write, you do all this stuff. So are you helping and collaborating with other people, or are you just solo, totally solo?
As far as me myself as an artist, yes, I'm completely solo. I've been solo since I started. Have I collabed with other artists? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Although as much as I would love to collab with everybody that I contact, at least the ones that have like met me halfway, it's been some pretty dope collaborations.
Pretty cool. Oh, pretty cool. So we do have a song of yours. Tell us a little bit about that.
Um, well, as I mentioned before, Big Pun was definitely one of the biggest influences on my music, no pun intended. Um, and so February 7th, Dear Pun was is a dedication to Pun. That's almost like my letter to Pun, and I decided to release it 23 years later on the anniversary of his death at the time that he was pronounced DOA. And so I wanted to like, I didn't want any kind of comparisons to anybody else. That's why I did it my way from a fan's perspective, thanking him for not only his contribution to hip hop, but like what he his contributions to a younger me, and you know my like how I thought, like how I looked up to him, and so February 7th is my letter to Big Pun.
All right. So do you mind if we play the song?
Please
All
do.
right. Let's do it.
Popular Latino rapper known as Big Pun has died. His real name was Christopher Rios, and he died of an apparent heart attack at White Plains Hospital. He was only 27.
We're locking it down right now, coloring history again. You already made history. First Latino to go platinum in hip hop. Now I'm about to take it to the next level. So there.
Dear Pun, I hope heaven has an address, cause I'm sending this letter in the form of Pro 2 stems. 23 years ago, I was up in my room rocking the hot 97 when they broke the news. Gone too soon. You left behind a wife and 3 kids after dropping 100 pounds. You were trying to live. You had a lot more to give. Yo, I have to represent you the same way Brooklyn represents Big. Dead in the middle of Little Italy, lyrically you're the epitome of what music was to a little me. A super creature who made every feature run away. The one who snatched the moon off the sky and blew the sun away. The first Latin rapper to sell a mill after kicking the verse for Fat Joe that led to a deal. Dominated with an incredible flow. Held your own, even the Grammy had you nominated. Yeah. Yo, Pun, I say this without lying. Cuba's 24K is a classic and should have went diamond. You dying hurt the squad. I can only hope you walked into heaven and left God in awe. You had your demons. I'm not judging for many reasons. You were old enough to know what's right and wrong. You brought life to a song. Still not a player, but you crushed a lot. Super lyrical, you ain't a killer. Yo, capital punishment's too strong. It started when you told the world, beware. Check it. What you thought Big Pun was weak, now you can't sleep. Gotta keep your eyes open wide. Y'all know the rest. Just imagine you was alive and still rapping. These fantasy collabs would happen. You and Chris Rivers dropping classics, tongue twisting and flipping on records like gymnastics. Imagine if Terror Squad was still snapping and nobody beeping, but everybody was eating from your foundation. LGP, Latin's going platinum. Your legacy will live on in these streets, yo. Dear Pun, I wrote this as a fan to say thank you. A BX Rican that was the man. 23 years later, I'm inside of a booth talking about why they named the concourse after you. I'ma put my team on once I get on and make sure your name still lives on. Yeah. Rest in peace. Ray.
Wow. That song is amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So when you wrote this, and I mean, you could tell your heart was in this, but when you presented it to like his family and things like that, what did they say? Did you have any type of communications before you actually released this?
No, I did tag them when I released it. As far as any of his family members responding, I haven't got a response. I'm not even sure if they came across it. I did tag Charlie Rock LD, rest in peace, Charlie Rock LD. He's someone that I was dealing with back in about 2011, 2012. That's a whole different scenario. But Charlie Rock LD, he was digging it. Cuban Link, Goya, his manager. So like they know that the song is out there. I've gotten the feedback from Goya as well. So that for me is enough. If I don't get a response from his family, it's perfectly fine with me. Um, I'm a fan at the end of the day. So
Right.
whether they see it or not, that's it's out of my control.
Yeah, yeah. But the cool thing is when this blows up, instead of you reaching out to them, they're going to be reaching out to you because this is amazing. This was like heartfelt. You did a great job. I love the mural, with the setting. How you did everything. I love seeing the sign at the end. The street sign. I mean, this is amazing. This is one of the things that a tribute. This is what a tribute really is, and so you did an excellent job on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when you were pondering this, you got this idea. You like the female vocals in the background. How did you get all this together?
Well, I was definitely looking for someone that can um do vocals in the background, and originally I wanted my cousin to do the vocals, but because she was busy with doing a play, I wasn't able to get her on time. So went on to Sound Better, which is a platform for musicians, engineers, producers, and I was just looking for someone who I knew, like someone with a certain sound that was gonna give it what it needed. And then I came across the artist that I came across, and she definitely did her thing.
Killed it. Yeah.
And the actual audio version of that song, because the video version I cut it off at the end, but the audio version of it, my nieces and my nephew sing at the end of the song, and that was definitely something that I've always had in my mind to do. So when I was writing the song, I was like, oh, this is it. This is what's gonna bring the flavor to it that I needed.
Okay, nice, nice. Well, I'm telling you, I enjoyed the song. When I heard it the first time, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" I got to talk to this guy because to me, things like that, it's heartfelt, and I love that because the world needs more of that. No matter who you are, no matter what race you are. I mean, we all still one family, right? Unity. And
Absolutely.
so this just sets it off to me. It just sets it off to me. So I'm very proud of you. Keep going, keep going. So what's next on your list?
Um, I got well. That's from the volume 1 of 4 series that I'm doing. That's from the Bronx. I have the second volume of the series slated to drop July 7th. The EP is gonna be called TAK. That's TAK. Dropping that again with the producer who actually produced that record. I'm doing the whole this series is one producer, as well as working on Suave Ramon 2, and just getting my feet on any festival stage. Got the Virginia conference coming up in September. I'll be there as well. So can't wait. So yeah, just trying to work.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, listen, the last thing is words of wisdom. So what type of wisdom can you give to someone who possibly want to be where you are right today?
Make sure you know what you're signing up for. Um, this isn't easy. Take it from someone who's been doing this since 13 years old. There's a lot